So guys, here I am. I've had a few requests on Facebook and YouTube asking how I do my mechanicum red. So I said I'd do a little tutorial for it. I've got a spare 5 minutes, so we'll give it a go. So what you're going to need is Vallejo Premium Black Metallic, Game Silver, obviously Tamiya Clear Red, and for after I use Liquitex Satin Varnish. For the base coats I use my Iwata HPCH, and for the clear red, because it's got a big needle and nozzle in it and Tamiya's a little bit thicker, I use my Patriot 105. You can use the Iwata but it will need thinning with X28 thinner, which I put in this bottle here, but it's just X28 thinner, as you can see there. So I will cut from this section and I'll get back to you when everything's set up. Cheers. Right guys, so here we go. Vallejo Black Metallic, light focus. There you go. Straighten your airbrush. And you just want to cover the whole thing in this, so it's pretty easy this stage. So here we go. Got to say, this is an old damaged mull release Voss pattern, so that's why it looks a bit chunky and gunky, but here we go. So we're only going to do one wing because you'll get the general idea of how it works. So I'll let that dry for a few minutes and then I'll come back. So here we go, the black's dry, as you can see. So the next colour is Game Silver. It's going to be a little bit trickier than normal because I've got a camera in front of me. But the idea is, where the panel lines join, as in along there, here, is to leave a black line, but as you blow in the silver in, you want the overspray to go slightly onto the black, so as you put the Tamiya clear over, you get a smoother transition between the two. So here we go, blow it on my hand. So this edge here, you want to catch the back edge here and then slowly bring it to the edges. Doesn't matter if you go over a slight bit because your head's going to cover that up anyway. So you want, I find if it's slightly random you get a better effect when you put the red over. So blend that in there, a bit up there. This edge here, you want to blend it up to that line, so front edge, top of there, here. This edge, so you want to catch this edge here. Right, so you end up with that pattern. It's not the best job I've ever done, but you get the general idea. You lot can be a lot neater than me, because it's just a quick tutorial on how I do it. So let that dry for a few minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, so the silver's dry, I've switched to my Patriot 105. Now, like I said before, if you use one with a smaller needle, you will have to thin it with X28, but this has got a big enough needle in that you don't have to. So, Tamiya Clear Red into the cup. Here we go. Right, the trick to this is, a lot of people layer it on sort of bit at a time. That's not the way I do it. What you want to do, you want to put it on in one coat. So you'll see in a minute, it'll look like glass and it will self-level. So we'll just test that's coming out alright. So here we go. So spray a light coat on the wing as it is, like so, and then once that's on, just go nuts. So you'll see it's going red. And as you see, it looks like glass. It looks wet. You can put as much Tamiya clear red on after that, as much as you want. As long as it looks wet, it'll only stay that red. So you're going to have to let that dry for at least 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll satin coat it, because it will look wet and like glass, so it's hard to take a photograph of it. But if you change it, because candy colour, the way it is, it's a soft colour, so I always use satin varnish to dull it, but you've still got the shine, but it also gives it a harder surface to work on after. So I'll come straight back when that's dry and we'll put a satin coat on it. So we're back. As you can see, it's dry, touch dry, but don't press hard because it's a candy paint. It will take a little bit longer to dry fully. It's a soft paint, so you can leave fingerprints and stuff in it, so don't touch it best you can. Right, so next, Liquitex satin varnish, switch back to Tamiya water, and we'll give it a satin coat. So, switch my hands, so here we go. Yep. So you just want to put this on, so this looks wet as well. As you can see, it's making it look wet anyway. Like that. Now, that's as much as you need. As you can see, it's knocking the shine back. It's got a milky colour to it, but that's fine. As I forgot to say before, to clean your airbrush with for the Tamiya red, you're going to have to use X20A because it's alcohol based. So you need the X20A to clean your airbrush anyway, if you're thinning it or not. This will take another 5 minutes to dry, so I'll come back and I'll show you the final stage. Well, final stage. The last bit. Cheers. Right guys, so we're back. It's nearly dry, the varnish, but as you can see, it's still very, it's still got the metallic sheen, but it's not as dull. But like I say, it's only took me 10-15 minutes to do this tutorial, but you get the general idea. You can be neat. I've got a camera in front of me, so I can't be as neat as I normally am. But that's as easy as it is. Just take your time, and easy as it is. If you have any questions or anything, just pop a question over to PM me on Facebook at John Moggy's Miniatures. I'll answer anything you want. Hope this tutorial's helped. See you again.